Yo, what is going on, guys, man? It's your boy Trey Hefner, and today we're going to talk about 10 things that I see victims doing that's not letting them escape. Basically, what I'm saying is I feel like a lot of victims, they hop into this game and they're basically self-sabotaging themselves because of these 10 things, all right? So we're going to start with number one. You're not using the entire map. You need to use the entire map. And the reason I say that is, for example, when in doubt, run upstairs, run into a space that you've never seen before, start learning your routes, you know what I'm saying? When you go upstairs in a family house, there are multiple rooms and multiple crawl spaces to get away. As well, there is a fuse box spawn for one of the exits upstairs that I seen, I believe, yesterday. So that leads me to number two. Learn your exits, learn how to escape, right? Start learning your routes now before the game gets too big. Play as family members to start looking at how you see people escape, learning their specific routes when you see people running, how they're getting out, and start to utilize that information for when you're a victim and you get stuck in a situation to where it's like, oh, I don't know where to go. Well, I know that people are running this way and they're getting away. You can start using that to your advantage, all right? Number three. Speaking of people running away and getting away, I don't see people using the well often. There is a well on a map, on all the maps actually, that's gonna basically reset you. You hop down this well and you're gonna basically put yourself back into the basement. When you do that, you get yourself so much time to find some healing, to get away, to reset, maybe grab some bone shards, maybe grab some more health, do whatever it is that you need to do, get some good intel, and just restart, just reset yourself. Stop thinking that once you get out of the basement, you don't have to go back there, because you can. But at the same time, stop overusing the well, because I would, as a family member, I would hit somebody 4 or 5 times and then boom, they hit the well, they just killed themselves because they don't have any more health to even take that damage. Now, when you do use the well, you will take damage. So make sure that you're very, very cautious on when you are using the well. If you got hit 3 or 4 times, go ahead and do it. And if I'm not mistaken, I don't know if all of them can do it, but I know for a fact Julie and Connie, I believe, they can basically recover from when they knock themselves out, or whatever the case may be. Like I said, I don't know if that's everybody. I'm just now starting the game as well. But if you're gonna overuse the well, make sure you're watching out for your health and your stamina, man. Number 4, not leaving the basement with items. I would see somebody grab a bone shard and a lockpick, or 2 lockpicks or whatever. They open that basement door, they're gone. You already done used one of your lockpicks, you might as well go back and just grab another one. And that's the thing that we have to utilize right now, is the fact that when you hit these lockpick boxes, it's 100% success rate for getting a lockpick. So go ahead and just stack yourself up with 2 of them, have your teammate grab 2, and then if you got a Leland or you got a Sunny on your team, you know what I'm saying, they might be the ones that got the bone shards, you know what I'm saying? Like, make sure that you are leaving the basement. Make sure that you're leaving the basement stacked up with items that you could use for when you get out of the basement. When you leave the basement, that bone shard might be one of those things that save your life. You just never know. Number 5, valuing your perks, man. I see a lot of people getting mad that they're not getting Connie, or they mad that they're not getting Julie or some things like that, and they don't even care about changing their perks or looking at their skill tree or whatever the case is. Man, make sure that you're respecting your tree skills. Go ahead and revert off a character that you've been playing, and if you got a character that you don't know how to play, go ahead and put some skills on that person, you know what I'm saying? If you got Sunny, you don't want to play Sunny, go ahead and respect off of whoever you usually main. Get that boy Sunny some skills, get him some more endurance or whatever, because Sunny is the fastest on the team out of the victims. Make sure you value on your perks. Make sure you're looking at what it is that you got. And when you look at something that you got, make sure that you're remembering to use that in game, because I see a lot of people playing Anna, if I'm not mistaken, and they not putting that armor perk that she got on her, the little I don't even know, like the ultimate that she got, I don't even know what to call it, but she stopped taking damage for a certain amount of time. People not even hitting those things, you know what I'm saying? Make sure you value on your perks. You know what your ultimate is, you know what you're doing with that character. Like I said, even if you got a character that you don't know how to play, make sure you're looking at the perks, you reading them. I'm pretty sure you got 2 or 3 that's free. Make sure you just go ahead and switch them to some things that you know you're gonna use and you're actually gonna value in game. Just don't put no BS on just because you're playing a character you don't want to play. Make sure that you're utilizing a character that you do have, and make sure that you're actually helping yourself and helping the team, man. The next one is gonna be not opening crawl spaces. Now, I don't care if you're getting chased or not. If you see a crawl space, go ahead and open it. And a lot of people don't even realize that you're getting XP for doing things like this in the game. You know what I'm saying? You're not getting XP for just playing the game. You have to actually look for bone shards. You have to make sure that you're hitting them with sneak attacks and opening doors and opening crawl spaces. But my thing is, if you're getting chased or not, still open that crawl space for when you do get chased, or when you do need to get out. Maybe you need to turn around and go back down that route that you've seen, but you can't even go through that crawl space, and now you're putting yourself in a bad position. You putting yourself in a corner because that crawl space wasn't already pre-opened. You know what I'm saying? Open them crawl spaces and get the XP, but just in case you got to double back into that area, now you know I opened that when I first started the game up. I opened that when I popped my restraints. You know what I'm saying? Open them crawl spaces not only to get the XP, but also just remembering if I got to double back to this space, I know that crawl space open, but boom, if that crawl space is now closed, I know that somebody on my trail. I know somebody on my tracks. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you open them crawl spaces, kind of getting some intel, number one, but also number two, if you got to double back to that space, man, you want to know where you need to go. You want to know how to get out of that. All right, the next one is going to be moving while grandpa is screaming. I'm so tired of seeing people just hop into the game, first 2 games on, they see grandpa scream, they still running around or whatever the case is. Even if you're getting chased, go ahead and try to pop behind some cover and try to let grandpa scream. You know what I'm saying? Even if you got the cook on you, even if you got somebody that's on you, if you can evade them, let grandpa scream, keep your head ducked up under some grass. You want to make sure that if that one person can see you, then let it be that one person. You don't need the other 2 family members knowing where you at as well. Now, if you are in a sticky situation, go ahead and move around. But if you can, and say you go through a crawl space, boom, grandpa's screaming. The person that was chasing you can't get through that crawl space. Go ahead and just slow it up. Go ahead and just slow it down. You know what I'm saying? Also, when grandpa is screaming and you looking for lockpicks, you looking for bone shards or anything of that nature, maybe even you undoing a lockpick. While grandpa is screaming, doing those actions won't get you detected. All right, hear me again. When grandpa is screaming, while you're doing mini games, you will not get detected. So looking for lockpicks, looking for bone shards, and opening up the locks itself while grandpa is screaming, you will not get detected. So don't think that you need to stop to just stand there. Make sure that you're still doing something in the meantime while grandpa is screaming, because while you're doing those mini games, you cannot get detected. It's just the same thing as if you were canceled out and you were standing still. All right, the next thing that I see people not doing, they're not utilizing these bone shards to kill Nugget. Now, funny enough, the chicken name is Nugget, right? Chicken Nugget. Okay, cool. Not using the bone shards to kill Nugget. Now, I didn't even know that this was a thing until I seen somebody playing on Kick yesterday. Make sure that you are killing these chickens with these bone shards, bro. It's only usually like 2 or 3 chickens on the map, but if you got a bone shard and you gotta run past that chicken and he scream or he get your attention, go ahead and just shank him up real quick through the cage and just get it out the way, because you never know, you might have to double back to that area and you don't want him to go off again. You know what I'm saying? Like, go ahead and use them bone shards to kill that chicken off, or use them bone shards to go ahead and try to incapacitate the family members and grandpa himself. Now, you cannot kill any family members. The only thing that you can kill is Nugget, but still using that bone shard possibly to get yourself out of a sticky situation or to get rid of that chicken might be that might be what gets you out of that map, man. You just never know. And on top of that, you don't know how that's going to help the next person as well. You know what I'm saying? This is a team game. Now, you can get out on your own. You could get out by yourself, but you just never know how that bone shard might help you with killing the chicken. You don't never know how that bone shard can help you when somebody trying to attack you. You could go ahead and get up out of that. Make sure that you're using them bone shards, man. It don't matter how you use it. Them bone shards are very, very useful. All right, the next one on the list, man, is not learning how to play every character. And I tapped on this a little bit when I said not valuing your perks, but at the same time, I'm tired of seeing people not getting Connie because I got her and they gonna go ahead and leave. Yeah, let me go ahead and let me try to request this. Let me try to go ahead and request and see if I could get Connie. He declined it. Let me request 2 more times. He didn't give me Connie. He didn't give me my main character. I'm gonna go ahead and leave and just sit in the 5-minute queue again and get into another game. Bro, stop doing that. Stop doing that. You're messing up the matchmaking. You're messing up the game. You're messing up the the fun that we're trying to have. If I don't want to give you Connie because I have her, I just don't want to give you Connie. Learn how to play another character. Every character that they have on this game is pretty good if you ask me. You just have to learn how to play them. You just have to learn how to play them. Connie is not the best character. Julie is not the best character. Leatherface is not the best character. Hitchhiker is not the best character. Every character has their own skill sets and they have their own role. Everybody is not a killer. Everybody is, well, let me backtrack. Everybody is not the show. Everybody is not the main killer. Everybody isn't the main let me lead my team to get out. Sometimes you can use these characters to do certain things or do certain roles that would help and benefit the next person, no matter if you're a victim or a family member. Your role is just as important. So stop thinking that you got to play Leatherface. Stop thinking that you got to play Connie and you want to go ahead and hit the lockpicks as quick as you can. Those characters, they matter, but if you don't have them, you just don't have them. Learn how to play Leland. Leland is a fucking linebacker. He knocking everybody down. You know what I'm saying? Sonny can use his aura and he can see where people are. If you got comms with your team, that's a very, very vital person to have on your team. You know what I'm saying? Learn how to play every character and stop thinking that you got to main one person. When you get your main, you get your main. When you don't, you don't. It's just like playing Apex. Just because you don't get Bloodhound or whatever, you're not going to leave the game. You got to find somebody else to play. It's just as simple as that, man. And we don't know if they're going to add any more family members or add any more victims or whatever the case may be. Everybody's not going to be OP. You're not going to always get a PR. You're not going to always get a perfect run. You're not going to always get the best character that you want. You just have to learn how to accept it and play every character, because I think that every character, every family member, every victim, they all have their role, man, and they're all very, very vital for you and your team, man. The next thing, if you are a victim and you're getting chased, close the doors behind you. 100%. If you're getting chased, close those doors, man. Now, there are some times where you can hit a little crack in the wall, go through a door, close the door behind you, and then latch the door. But if you can't latch the door and you're running behind the Leatherface, you might get a Leatherface that don't know what they doing, and the first thing that he gonna do, instead of opening it, he gonna destroy it. But that's giving you 2 seconds to open up another crawl space. You're gone. That gives you enough space to go ahead and hop in one of the coolers or hop in the fridge or hop in the little cabinet. That gives you a lot of time, man. Go ahead and lock them doors or close them doors behind you. You don't even have to lock them. If you're running, they have it to where you can close doors standing in front of them. They have it to where you can walk into a door frame and close the door behind you without even looking at it. You just got to know how to hit the button at the right time, man. If you're running, that goes for gates, that goes for doors, that goes for anything that you can close behind you, bro. If you're going through a gated fence or a door or anything of that sort, just go ahead and close it behind you. Get good at that, because that's really, really gonna stop that family member and give you like 2 seconds that you go regain some stamina. You know what I'm saying? You just never know. If we start doing that, of course they're gonna catch on, but in these early stages of the game, a lot of these family members, they just trying to run and just spam that hit button, bro, and then boom, that door done locked, that door done closed on them. They got to get their bearings together. You gone. You standing right next to them in the grass. They ain't even see you. You know what I'm saying? Learn how to close them doors behind you, man. That's really gonna save you that vital few seconds to gain some stamina. Hit that left on Melrose, and then boom, you in the grass, man. You just never know, bro. You just gotta really tap in and close them doors behind you, man. I'm telling you, it's gonna save you some time. All right, man, that's gonna be my 10 biggest mistakes I see victims doing. So I hope that could kind of get y'all in a better headspace, kind of give y'all some tips, man. So make sure that you lock in, go ahead and write them down if you can. Make sure you try to utilize them in game. It's your boy Trey Hefner. I'm gone. Peace.